season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Sooners will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality, assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Motion from the wideout. Might be calling a hot route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Uncorks one to the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Orlando. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilbert. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Orlando. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've reached a break and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's going to let it go. Touchdown Sooners! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw, it's Orlando. Got a man, it's Welsh. Shakes off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. moving away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He takes a chance and fires it across the field.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Punt is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the inside. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The Sooners come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wide out. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Gets the first himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Orlando. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Welch. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
It's complete. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the 1st half. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. the pass. It's Orlando. Firing to the right, complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Defense looks like they're coming. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Here's the handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
shake up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Makes the catch. It's Carry-On. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Carry-On. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell. A good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Using the quick game. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and more. It's a running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Canes! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 21 over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top-5 matchup. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kearney. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to come.
Makes a catch at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. We saw that linebacker do it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking downfield on first down. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. The spin, still on his feet. And he's brought down with this interception. A huge play to end this quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And it was the gamble with the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Snagged out of the air. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, they are are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That trip to the end zone ties us up. And tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt. Two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Pulls it in down the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He'll take a shot. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
Play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Complete on the comeback. He will get there for the 2-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Orlando. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. That's reeled in, it's Welsh. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Cool as a cucumber, the game-winning field goal for 41. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers. playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late.